Are you dreaming of living in Central Washington without stretching your budget? Join me as I go through some of the region's most affordable towns, places where the cost of living is low and the quality of life is high. Discover hidden gems that offer both economic advantages and charm, making them ideal places to call home. First on our list today is Peshastin, and it's not the most affordable town on our list today, but if you want to live in or near Leavenworth but can't quite handle the price tag, Peshastin is a great place for you to look. Peshastin has a little bit of everything as far as scenery goes. There are flat farmlands with beautiful apple and cherry trees. And then the area also runs up Blewett Pass, so you can be nestled between the Cascade Mountains. The population of Peshastin is right around 1,900 people, which gives it a very rural feel. Residents of Peshastin enjoy an environment with easy access to outdoor recreation, including hiking, fishing, skiing, rafting on the Wenatchee River. The proximity to the mountains and the Columbia really makes this small town ideal for the outdoor enthusiasts. There isn't a lot of local shops in Peshastin. You can count on a bar, a post office, and maybe a few fruit stands. Other than that, you're going to be doing the majority of your shopping in Leavenworth or Cashmere or your major shopping in Wenatchee. The cost of living in Peshastin is 7.8% higher than the national average, but still lower than Washington state's average. The median home price in Peshastin is right around $535,000, which might feel high, but it's nothing compared to Leavenworth, which has a median home price right around 800,000. According to bestplaces.com, the utility cost in Peshastin is about 20% lower than the national average, thanks to Chelan's County cheap electricity. Transportation, however, is a little bit on the higher side and is ranked at 13% higher than the national average. Other items such as healthcare, groceries is also a little bit higher than the national average by 15%. In summary, living in Peshastin offers a peaceful rural lifestyle with a cost of living that is slightly above the national average. However, if you are looking for a more affordable place than the costly Leavenworth, Peshastin is going to be a great place for you. Next on our list, we are going north to an alternative to Lake Chelan. We are talking about Chelan Falls, Washington. Let me hear, have you ever heard of or been to Chelan Falls, Washington? Chelan Falls is located right next to Lake Chelan. It's just down the hill on the Columbia River. Chelan Falls is a tiny unincorporated community with approximately 141 residents. Chelan Falls does have a pretty rural environment, but has some spectacular views of the Columbia River and Washington Desert. Residents of Chelan Falls enjoy a serene environment with access to various outdoor activities, which include fishing, boating, and hiking. It has a very close proximity to Lake Chelan, so most people will go into Lake Chelan for their hospital needs or shopping needs. But it's just far enough off the beaten track to where you don't get the crazy tourism. The cost of living in Chelan Falls is approximately 7.6% higher than the national average, but that's still 11.7% lower than Washington state's average. The median home value in Chelan Falls is only $365,000, which is significantly cheaper than Lake Chelan proper. Of course, the utilities in Chelan Falls is much lower than the national average, ranking 35% cheaper. Transportation is a little bit on the higher side, at 13% above the national average. Other costs such as groceries, healthcare, They are a little bit higher than the national average at about 15.4%. In summary, living in Chelan Falls offers a peaceful rural lifestyle with a cost of living slightly above the national average. The community's natural beauty and recreational opportunities provides a very unique and fulfilling lifestyle. Okay, next we are going to one of my favorite spots. We are jumping across the river to Orondo. Orondo, Washington is a small unincorporated community located in Douglas County along the banks of the Columbia River. With a population of only 2,200 people and a median age of 40.1, it offers a very rural lifestyle with a lot of natural beauty and a close knit community. This area has quite a few established and emerging waterfront communities. I kind of feel like Orondo is one of Central Washington's best kept secrets. Residents of Orondo enjoy a riverfront environment with access to various outdoor activities, including hiking, boating, fishing, golfing, and wineries. The area is really known for its agricultural roots, particularly in fruit orchards, contributing to the local economy and culture. Orondo doesn't really have a downtown or a shopping area, so the residents of Orondo travel to Wenatchee for all of their shopping and medical needs. The cost of living in Orondo is only 2% higher than the national average, and that's 16% lower than Washington State's average, according to bestplaces.com. Orondo's housing prices is kind of all over the board depending on where you're looking. The median home value in Orondo is right around $739,000. This might feel steep, but it is a much more affordable option to get a waterside home than areas such as Lake Chelan. You can still find waterfront homes in Orondo for under the $1 million mark, which is completely unheard of in the Lake Chelan area. Of course, utility costs are 20% lower than the national average, but transportation costs are 13% higher than the national average. Next on our list is Waterville, and here's a fun fact for you. Waterville is the highest elevation town in all of Washington state. I know, I wouldn't have guessed that either. Waterville is a small town located in Douglas County and it serves as the county seat. It only has a population of about 1,400 residents, which makes the community very close knit. The scenery in Waterville is mostly flat farmland with a couple of mountains in the distance. Residents of Waterville experience a rural lifestyle with access to various outdoor activities, which include fishing, camping, and skiing. You heard that right. There's actually a little ski hill in Waterville called Badger Mountain, and it is 100% ran by volunteers, and lift tickets are only $15. Waterville's small size fosters a strong sense of community and has a low crime rate, which contributes to the safety and overall environment of the area. The median age in Waterville is slightly higher at 49.9. Waterville is commutable to the Wenatchee area for work. However, you should know that the roads are steep and curvy and can be icy and dangerous in the wintertime. The average home value in Waterville is only $358,000, making it one of the most affordable on our list today. Okay, next we are headed just a little further east and we are going to Rock Island. Rock Island, Washington is a small city in Douglas County located right on the Columbia River. There's only a population of about 1,600 residents, but it's growing quickly. Due to the proximity to Wenatchee, people are moving to Rock Island for a more affordable option and commuting about 15 minutes for work. Builders are really catching on to this trend, and we are starting to see a lot of new construction in the area. Rock Island does have a couple of amenities, such as a small store, a restaurant, and a golf course. However, the majority of residents do their major shopping in Wenatchee. The median home value in Rock Island is only $335,000, which makes it much lower than the Wenatchee median of $490,000. $192,000. Utility costs are approximately 33.7% lower than the national average, and transportation expenses are being reported as 18% lower than the national average by bestplaces.com. Okay, next on our list today is Quincy. And I don't talk much about Quincy in my videos, but Quincy is growing rather quickly. As people are looking for more affordable alternatives to Wenatchee housing prices, they're turning to Quincy. Quincy is a small town located in Grant County with a population right around 8,300 residents. The community offers a blend of suburban and rural living. This provides a really peaceful environment for families and individuals alike. The scenery is flat farmland with mountains in the distance, and the Columbia River is a very short drive. Residents enjoy local coffee shops, parks, and various outdoor recreation activities such as fishing and hiking at ancient lakes. Something that really put Quincy on the map was it was the first location of Microsoft data centers in central Washington. This pumped a ton of money into the area, and now Quincy has one of the nicest schools in the region. Quincy's cost of living is approximately 5% lower than the national average, making it an affordable option within Washington state. The median home value is right around $383,000, and you can still purchase new construction for $350,000. That's like $100,000 less than what you can find in the Wenatchee area. There are a lot of people that make the 40-minute commute from Quincy to Wenatchee for work. Quincy offers a community-oriented lifestyle with a cost of living below the national average, making it a great place to call home. I want to thank you for joining me today. I'm Amanda Dallman, your local real estate agent. If you are thinking about moving to Central Washington, I would love to connect with you. Connect by filling out the form in the description of this video or on my homepage. Until next week.